Today we are going to discuss how to help your child or students choose the right career after 10th examination, and we are starting right now. What is going on, people? My name is Clement and welcome to another video. If this is your first time and you want to learn how to improve your communication, other how to stuffs, teaching, motivation and inspirational things on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any single thing. Have you subscribed yet? Subscribe right now. Thank you. Now, what is the problem and what is the solution to this? First, we are going to discuss about the problem. Career is one of the most basic and important thing in our life. So after the board examination, most of the parents or teachers that tend to pressurize the students and make them take a stream which they prefer is right. Absolutely. Secondly, most of the teachers or parents, they do not think what the children will do in the future. They simply tend to give some ideas which is absolutely useless, and the students, they have no other choice at last to give in to what they are saying, their parents or the teachers are saying, and follow that path. Now, at a certain point in time, their interest starts to get clash with what they are doing. Their interest means what they wanted to become and what they are doing, it starts to get clash with each other, obviously. And they lose interest in what they are doing. And on the other hand, the parents or the teachers again puts the pressure on them, blames them, abuses them, or simply put them at the stake because of their failure. Of their failure means the student's failure. I have seen many of the cases, the parents, they keep on humiliating the child, they keep on misleading the child because the child is unable to perform. They will never go to the root and find out why the child is not being able to perform. They simply want to be a parent who will look after the child just from the top, not from inside. Similarly, the teacher also needs to teach and at the same time show the way according to the interest of the students. Now, what we were discussing, that now this whole situation becomes more critical and life becomes more problematic, and the young aspirants, they fail to get a good job. As a result, they become drug addicts, antisocial, and at last commit suicide. Now there is a very big question to it: whose fault is it? Whose fault? Now if we rewind the whole situation and go back, we see that it is the improper decision and counseling of the parents and the teachers which has led to the failure of the students. Correct. And because of this stupidity and rigidness, many students are committing suicide. Right. Now we will come to the solution. How, being a teacher or a parent, we can help to understand our students or our children more. First, number one, be a friend and talk to them. Sit down, talk to your students, talk to your children, what they want to be in life, what is their ambition, what is their goal, and where exactly they want to go. Number two, just get to know what their dreams are and what their desires, as I've said, what they want to become. If they want to become a painter, very good, you are an artist. If they want to become a footballer, cricketer, if they want to go for any single thing which is legal and which is good, you should definitely encourage them. Not every student has to become a doctor. Not every student has to become a manager. There's a proverb: if everybody becomes a manager, then who will become a chaprasi? Or who will become the peon? So, someone has to be the manager, someone has to be the peon, and someone has to come to take the advice from them. This is how the whole thing will go on. So, the third one is do not be rigid and just accept. Parents, they do tremendous amount of mistake just by being rigid and uselessly rigid. Why they are rigid? No one knows. Because of the useless egos, because of the self thing, where self priority thing, that I am everything, I will tell what to do. This is simply wrong. You need to know how to deal with your children. So just accept. Next, encourage your child or your students to work hard. A small motivation from the seniors, from the teachers, from the parents can be a lifesaver. Trust me, can be a lifesaver. So keep on motivating them to work hard. That is the most important mantra in the life. Number next, do not try to inculcate your desires in your children. That means I wanted to become a cricketer, so I want my child to become a cricketer. No. I am an actor. I want my child to become an actor. No. I am whatever I am. I wanted to become whatever. It does not matter what my child wants to become. It is his or her own choice to choose whatever he or she wants to do. So just do not say anything that I want you to become a doctor. No, you don't have any right to say that. The moment you say that, you're destroying your child's childhood. So please stop it. As simple as that. Next, get the latest information about the jobs and career. Many of the teachers, many of the parents, they do not have or they do not know what is going on. So please get the latest informations, please get the latest details about what sort of things are going on. For example, 20-30 years back, there was nothing called digital marketing. Right now, it is one of the most booming factors or fields in the world. So whoever is getting trained in digital marketing or data analyst, these things are currently booming. So we need to have the proper idea about it. So get the work done, do your homework, research about it. Next, motivate them to be a good human first. Very, very important. Motivate them to be a good human. Education, knowledge, job, money, everything will come second or third, fourth, whatever it is. But the first is just motivate to become a good human. A good human matters the most. If that person, if that child is a good human, then he can do everything or anything in life without any barrier. So help your child, give good moral ethics and help him or her to be a good human being first. Next, last but not the least, very, very important, teach them to accept failures. Very important. I have seen many students in my life who stand first, who are like 90 above scorers, but at the same time, the moment they get one blow in their life, they're destroyed, they're shattered. They are rank holders and they are top scorers, but one small thing, they commit suicide. They are gone. So if you know how to pass, you should also know how to fail. Now I'm not saying you to fail, but what I mean to say is that if you have the courage to go for and get the right thing, so also have the courage to accept if you are defeated. That is all what I want to say. So lastly, what I want to say is that, my dear parents and teachers, please be reasonable and try to understand what your children or child wants. If we are buying new gadgets or mobile, we also need to update our new ideas, the new ideas. Many of the parents, many of the teachers, they are old fashioned. We need to come out of that shell. We need to break that shell, and we need to come out and we need to teach our child or children or students something more, and that to up to date things. Correct. So that is all for today. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please subscribe, comment and like. Thank you so much. Till then, peace.